possible issues with early voting. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Heather Crawford.
And I'm Jeannie Blaylock. Tonight, more than 40,000 people cast their ballots in St. Johns County as day 3 of early voting there comes to an end. But some voters reached out to us about concerns and rumors they've already heard surrounding early voting.
Our Zach Wilcox spoke with the Supervisor of Elections. He joins us now from the voting precinct to the Ponte Vedra Library. And Zach, I know that's a very popular spot to vote.
Yeah, Heather, just look at it. My goodness. I mean, this line was just wrapped around the corner. They're starting to get their way inside, but it has been stretching outside all day. We had to fight for a parking spot. Finally got one so that we could set up for this live shot. But, you know, early voting and standing in line like this, that accounts for a little bit more than half of what we've seen voted so far in St. Johns County. The other chunk is mail-in voting, and there's one particularly well-known voter who mentioned that she had a few concerns, so I figured I'd take those concerns with the mail-in voting process. So I figured I'd take her concerns straight to the Supervisor of Elections.
My husband has ALS, and so I had to help him with his ballot. And I got done helping him fill it out and went to mail it. And as I was going to the mailbox, someone said, "You need 2 stamps," and there's only 1 square on there.
St. Johns County Commissioner Krista Joseph made sure to stick an extra stamp on her husband's ballot to ensure it gets counted. However, it got her thinking. If she didn't know she had to do that, would most voters in St. Johns County take it into account?
I just worry about maybe out-of-state people or if you're deployed.
Considering the size of the 2024 ballot with several lengthy amendments, I took the issue to Supervisor of Election Vicki Oakes. Oakes says while 2 stamps are recommended, she's instructed the post office to deliver all of the ballots regardless of postage, and the elections office will cover the difference. Another St. Johns County voter asked us if they were still allowed to bring in voter guides, notes, or sample ballots when they go to vote. Oakes says that's absolutely fine. In fact, that's the reason they send sample ballots to begin with. And speaking of sample ballots, Joseph never got hers.
I'm used to getting a sample ballot, and everybody is pretty much, and especially my daughter or someone who has a disability or needs that extra information before they get in there and be able to take it with them in there. And we did not get that this year, and I am kind of disappointed.
Oakes confirmed Hurricane Milton coupled with Columbus Day caused a delay in the elections office sending out sample ballots, but they are en route. Hopefully folks will have them before they take on the long line at Ponte Vedra Beach Library.
And I'm so proud of our community that they are participating, and it just warms my heart.
I figured I'd go ahead and ask the Duval Supervisor of Elections about the 2-stamp thing as well, and he mentioned that since the year 2000, the Jacksonville City Council has actually set money aside to pay for the postage in Duval County, so no need to worry about putting stamps on your mail-in ballot if you live in Duval County. But speaking of Duval County, there is a change coming to early voting locations there, and we're going to head up the road and tell you about that coming up at 6 o'clock. In Ponte Vedra Beach, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.